Hey ProGuides family, my name is Dan, and with Ranked just being released, we're excited to bring you the first Valorant climbing guide on our channel. Many players have been grinding unrated matches just waiting for the day that Ranked would be released. And now that day has come, we can finally start our grind to the top. But now that everyone is try hard for Ranked, the competition will only rise. But fear not, because we here at ProGuides have been grinding Valorant's unrated day in and day out, and we're here to give you the secrets that will help you get to Diamond incredibly fast. Whether you're a casual gamer who got access to the beta and decided to give it a try, or a seasoned FPS player, we will all have to improve to climb the ranks and reach the coveted Valorant rank. In this video, we will go over how the rank system works and some tips to significantly improve both your experience while playing and ways to get ahead of other players on your way to the top. Before we start the video, we are so unbelievably excited to inform our ProGuides family that Valorant coaching is now available. Head over to ProGuides.com and start your coaching sessions to get ahead of the curve. Get pros tips, tricks, and general input that will help you climb to the top of the ranked ladders. With patch 0.49, the competitive tab was introduced. With this competitive tab, we're also formally introduced to the ranks and their new names officially. Among these ranks, we find ourselves having the possibility to climb through 8 ranks and 22 tiers, starting from Iron to Valorant, with 3 tiers in each rank, except the rank of Valorant, which is a standalone rank. The way the ranking system works is purely based on in-game performance and whether you win or lose. The rating system determines the in-game performance based on KDA, round wins to losses, winning or losing the match, and just your overall impact in the game. The higher KDA, or kill-death assist ratio, you get throughout the possible 25 rounds of a ranked match has the most impact on your rating. This is determined after the match on the summary screen, where it displays the overall performance of every agent from the previous game. Before you can get your first rank, you must complete 20 unrated matches to even be able to queue for competitive. After completing these unrated matches, you will be required to play 5 games of competitive before your rank is unveiled. Then, you're prompted with your rank, accompanied by many different indications on what you gained or lost. To differentiate the gain or loss of ranking, you will see 1 to 3 green arrows pointing in the upwards direction, or red arrows in a downwards position. Red means you lost elo, and green means you have gained elo. 1 arrow means that your rating has been slightly changed. 2 arrows means your rating has greatly increased or decreased, and 3 arrows indicate that your rating has seen a significant gain or loss for that competitive match. Alongside these arrows, you are also prompted with an arrow inside a circle. This icon tells you whether or not you ranked up throughout this match or have deranked based on your in-game performance. It's important to know that you can gain or lose multiple ranks in a single game. For example, dropping from Platinum 3 to Platinum 1 or vice versa. We don't know if this is a permanent feature, but it significantly impacts how fast you can climb the ranks on your quest for Diamond and beyond. With being able to rank up so fast, it's critical that you hit the ground running, and with these basic tips to remember, you can go from Iron to Diamond in no time. Here's our list of a few simple tips and tricks to help you improve your overall performance and help you reach the rank goal you set out to become. Number 1, working as a team. Valorant is an extremely team-based game, and working with your team is the fastest way to see an immediate leap in your win rate. With Valorant being one of the most team-based games out right now, it's important to familiarize yourself with your team off the bat and get into a friendly mood early on. This will keep players from tilting as easily and keep the positive vibes flowing. Spark up a conversation or talk tactics, anything to get your teammates in a good mood. You should also be willing to adapt to what your team wants or needs. If a player is playing alone or baiting your team, it's important to communicate this problem in a non-aggressive way. Try asking if they want you to smoke or flash for them to make an aggressive play. Another way to increase your win rate is to take the ropes and become the leader of the team. Using communication as your weapon, you can allow for more strategic gameplay that will leave your opponents in the dust. It's important that if you take the reins, you have everyone work off of each other and not just tell people what to do. If you just boss them around, they would most likely just mute you and you would have to suffer for the entire game in silence. Step 2, play with friends. Playing with friends in any game makes the experience that much better, and in Valorant, it's no different. But unlike Riot's League of Legends, Valorant's ranking system allows for up to 5 players to queue together, but they must be within 2 ranks of each other. This means that you can take away the potential of getting bad teammates and just play with people you know. But beware, Riot has made it clear that a 5-stack is much more likely to play against another 5-stack. If you don't have any friends to play with, try to make friends with good players in your matches. Ask them if you can add them to your friends list and queue with them after the game. Remember, you don't have to have 4 other players to get an advantage. If you have a buddy or 2 that are good at the game, queuing with them can give you a significant advantage in team play and communication. Speaking of communication, it's our next tip in improving and helping you get closer to your desired rank. Step 3. Communication. Communication is the backbone of any team and is what's going to help you perform at a higher skill level. I see way too many people in the lower ranks having very little communication and sometimes not even using their mic the entire game. Calls are vital for your team's success because if the information on an enemy's whereabouts are not communicated to your team, it can very easily lead to unnecessary deaths. Valorant is designed to bring people together and work as a team to help each other improve their gameplay, and sharing this information even when you're dead can be so critical. But with communication, there is also over-communication. Over-communication is when you're providing your teammate with information that's not necessary or will not help him in his current situation. Also known as ghost comms, making one false call could send your team into a downward spiral. So it's extremely important, and I mean extremely important, that you don't call anything you're unsure or uncertain about. But with communication, it isn't all about making calls yourself. It's also vital to the team to listen to their calls if they need your support, whether it be healing, rotation, smoking them off, suppressing fire, or even to swing an angle with them to get a trade. Every decision in a ranked game that you make is important, whether it's by yourself or as a team. And without proper communication, these plays will fail. Step 4. Familiarizing yourself with your team. With Valorant being a tactical shooter, it's important to talk with your team about your composition. An example of this is asking who the people you're playing with prefer as an agent and what their playstyle is. In doing this, you allow yourself to practice playing agents that benefit yourself and the team with their playstyles. Once you start to take this initiative with your own gameplay, it'll allow for better team chemistry and making climbing the ranks a whole lot easier. Practice makes perfect, and it's important to realize that the more you play an agent, the more accustomed to his or her abilities you become. Once you have all that down, it's time to put all these steps together into each and every game you play. And it's important to know that you might not win them all. You will lose and you will win, but the key to success and victory is to have the motivation to be better. And that is what will help you climb in Valorant Ranked. Step 5. Movement and positioning. Movement and positioning are yet another critical piece to the puzzle. It's important to note the accuracy is decreased while moving in gunfights. Make sure that when you're engaging in a team fight or a gunfight that you are completely still. What this does is allow for your gun to be completely accurate, or at least at its maximum potential of accuracy. A tip with gunfight movement is what's known as counter-strafing. Counter-strafing is the movement in which you are running, and for a brief second, if you step the opposite direction, you are allowed to shoot 1 to 2 bullets with full accuracy as if you were not moving at all. Although running onto a site may seem like the only option, but sometimes it's better to just walk and take the slow route. When moving, if you take a look at your minimap, you're able to notice a large circle that appears to be around your agent icon. What this circle indicates is the range in which your footsteps can be heard. Once starting to walk, you become completely silent, enabling you to get the jump on the enemy position or having a sneaking position set up of your own. When it comes to positioning, it's important to take a mental note on both your loadout and the enemy's possible loadouts. You can do this by keeping an eye on their economy and breaking down what each player would be able to purchase as a weapon. This will provide you with the intel if their team is bot, if you should play more on the passive side of things or the aggressive. It's also important to keep an eye on your abilities. Playing agents such as Omen, Jet, and/or Raze allow you to take more advanced or strategic positions over your enemy, giving you the advantage in the gunfights. Step 6. Aim train/warm up. Valorant, although being so team-dependent, also relies on your ability to aim or flick onto your opponent to get that killing blow. Ways you can train your aim is to utilize the practice range, testing out abilities, guns, and movement, all of which are essential tools. Using the practice range, you have a variety of options in skill levels, working on each skill level and only improving from there. It's important that you get in the habit of doing this for at least 10 minutes a day before heading into some online matchmaking. Warming up will allow your body to be way more adjusted and reactive in terms of response when playing online. You may not see improvements right away, but they do happen over time, so it's important to keep on trend with this on a daily basis to help you become an aim pro. Another source of aim training is downloading third-party games that can also allow for the improvement in aim, such as Kovac Aim Trainer or Aim Hero, which all test your ability to flick, track, and just aim in general and can help you get to the next level fast. With all that being said and done, we hope that this video really helps you climb and that you have fun at the same time. Teamwork and communication are king in Valorant, and without them, you're in for a world of pain. We would like to remind you to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new. We'll be bringing you new tips, tricks, and guides every single day. Stay indoors and stay safe. Take it easy, guys.